I'm Kim Davenport of the Pro Billiards Tour. We at the Pro Billiards Tour has been developing a game and it is almost done. And guess what? It is going to be fun and exciting and I can't wait, and it is called Stroke Zone. It is a game and a tournament format. Enter the zone, the Stroke Zone.
Coming soon to pool players, professionals, and lovers of all things billiards is Stroke Zone, a new billiards game format for players of all skill ranges. A revolution in billiards training and gaming designed to give players at all skill levels an exciting challenge with every shot and guaranteed game improvement. The zone allows players to connect and compete in pool rooms, sports bars, community clubs, and home game rooms around the clock.
Let me tell you a little bit about Stroke Zone. There's no break, there's no jump cue, and there's no safe piece. It's called pinpoint position, and I'll tell you what, everybody has an equal opportunity to shoot the same shot. So if you play 9-ball, you break the balls, make 2, and you get hooked. Your opponent breaks, makes 2, and he's straight in. Hey, it's not gonna happen playing Stroke Zone. You're gonna get your shot no matter what.
The object of Stroke Zone is simple. Score points by pocketing a ball and then positioning the cue ball in the zone. Sound easy? Think again. Stroke Zone is comprised of 180 designated layouts by Hall of Fame champion Kim Davenport, with 120 amateur layouts, as well as 60 pro layouts that will test the cue ball control of the best professionals. A fun, exciting, and action-packed gaming experience that teaches and improves your stroke and touch, the hallmark of the greatest pros. Stroke Zone is the newest way to play pool.
We know tournaments, and it's time for something new. Stroke Zone.
To learn more and to become a member, visit ProBilliardsTour.com.
Hello, everyone. This is Little Cheddar coming to you from the Stroke Zone Studios, located inside of the Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We are just about ready for match number 8 of round 1 in the Stroke Zone Knockout Challenge. This is exciting stuff, folks. Thanks for everybody for being here. We've got, let me get that flyer up there real quick for you if you haven't been paying attention to what's going on. We've got Peter Source, one of my sponsors here at Outer Points Productions. You're going to see his martial arts commercial coming up in a little bit, probably at halftime. Taking on Varsity Club's very own Mr. Roger Pregler, who has been very instrumental in helping me out get things situated here in the booth and all kinds of good stuff. So we've got a bunch of people we're going to talk about throughout tonight's stream, especially these people. This is a Pro Billiards Tour sanctioned event. And we're going to get into more of the details of kind of how this all came to be. And, of course, myself, Outer Points Productions, and wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for Mike and Tom Flanagan down at Projection Pro Billiards. So, let me show you who's playing tonight. We'll get that. Oh, I got way too many things on the screen there. And the names are switched around. So, that's actually Roger Pregler on the left. And Peter Source is on the right. He looks like a martial arts guy, doesn't he? But, all right, we're going to talk more. I'm all by myself tonight, and that's quite all right because I think I can handle it, but we'll see. All right, let's get this thing started, shall we? All right, we are ready to rock and roll. Let's do this. All right, looks like 7 points. So before we get too far into this, let me tell you what's going on here. We've got 3 elements that are included in stroke zone. We've got the cue ball, the object ball, and the zone. Let me mark Roger's score first here. You must pocket the object ball to score a point. If not, nothing else matters after that anymore. So if you've been watching any of the stroke zone challenges before, you already know that. Then, along with pocketing the object ball, you try to get the cue ball in the zone. Look at this. That is dead center. Well, that's an easy start. So then, let me switch it up for the guys and hang on. So you can either get 3, 6, or 9 points after you score the object ball. So you can either get a total of 1, 4, 7, or 10 in each inning. There are, right now, if you look at the top of the zone right there, I'll give you a different view. It says 1B2. So we are playing set 1B, and this is inning number 2. Or shot number 2. There are 15 designated layouts in each one of the sets. Tonight we're going to be playing... Ooh, that one got crushed. All right, 1 point total for Roger. So we're going to be doing 15 innings, and then we're going to take like about 5, maybe 10-minute break for the players to run to the restroom or whatever they need to do and run a couple of commercials. And then we're going to do set 2A, and that's going to be another 15 innings. So welcome, everybody, for wherever you're tuning in from. Much appreciated. Well, neither one of them compensated at all on that. So we each have 11 points. Let me show you how this works real quick. So this is what's going on inside of what we call the hub. Gives you the layout, exactly what it looks like, or the players are going to see previous to shooting it. Once we get to the point where they start scoring on their own, they're going to be able to watch or see the layout itself before they actually shoot it. What's going on, Kim Davenport? Not really. Man, I'll tell you what. This has been one of those days again. All right, that's 1 more point for Roger. All right, let's go over the scoring real quick. As I had already mentioned, you can score either 1, 4, 7, or 10 points in each inning. Now, you've got 2 shots, and it is not a cumulative score of both shots. It is the best of 2 that counts for your score. All right, so Roger just got another 1 point for pocketing the ball in shot number 1. That was it. This looks like a good shot. Four points. All right, that is 4 points for Peter, 1 for Roger. So Roger Pregler is down by 3 at the moment. All right, this is what inning number 4 looks like. Pocket the cue ball, object ball on the side. Come 2 rails back into the zone in the middle of the table, or close to the middle, I should say. What's going on, Tony Walruff? So, Tony, you can either purchase what we have is physical zones. So it's an actual fabric that you lay on the table. And we're still working on, or I should say, perfecting that part of it. We want it wrinkle-free and easily accessible, if you will. But along that, with that is going to come, you'd have to be a PBT member to get into the hub itself as, hang on a second. All right, that is 4 points for Peter Source. Sorry, I got to keep up with the scoring because I've made too many mistakes talking at the same time. So yes, you could either purchase the physical zones or you can purchase the projection system from Projection Pro Billiards. Ooh, this looks really good. That looks like 7. All right, we got another 10-pointer for Roger Pregler. How you doing, Al Holden? Kim Davenport, thank you for answering that. Please feel free. Tony, listen to what Kim's saying. I got too many buttons to push and too much talking to do. And the great thing about this, too, Tony, is, and we've talked about, if you have not watched it before, you could take the physical zones over to a friend's house and, play with 3-4 friends and, every Thursday night make a weekly thing out of it. That's another 10 points for Roger Pregler. Or what's coming up, Kim just mentioned the hub. So the hub is where you become a member and you can play if you got a best friend that lives in Vegas or anywhere. You could play, if you both have the projection system, you could play the exact same layouts simultaneously via, in real time. We also have leagues that are coming up. Rick Chamberlain, all right, that was 7 points for Peter. Gotta keep that in mind. I'd have to look exactly where. Rick Chamberlain, it's in the Milwaukee area where he is setting up a bunch of leagues already with Tim Armbruster and several, and there's 10 more points. Man, these guys are doing really good tonight, Kim. 29-32, 3-point difference. All right, real quick, I am going to show, this is cool. I love this commercial. And it is one of the players, Mr. Peter Source. Check it out. I love that commercial. So energetic. Sorry, it looks a little dark in here. Got to keep the lights off for the guys out there on the table. All right, inning number 6. That's it. Thank you, Mark Josing. Thanks for joining us, by the way. Yeah, and I just got off the phone with Rick a little while ago. I forgot the name of the city. But yeah, they're starting to do, or they're lining up to do some leagues, hopefully in spring, down in Muskego. That's not the state bird, the mosquito. It's Muskego. All right, that's 4 points for Roger Pregler. This looks like 10 more. Ooh. All right, 7 for Roger. 39-29. So Peter can tie it up here with a 10-pointer. What's going on, Don Mackey? All right, 4 points for Peter. It's a little less pace and a little bit more left-hand spin. All right, looks like 4 points either way. Yep. 33-39. Kick shot in the side. And given that this is a diamond table in brand new cloth, not even 2 weeks, or I think it's just 2 weeks old right now, it goes a little bit long. Normally a diamond table banks a little bit short, but if you watch see how long that went? And he hit right on the tangent line. So if I had my telestrator working, I would actually show you how to hit the shot, but he's got to stay at just a little bit left of that mark. Right? That's perfect. Or very close to perfect. 0 points for Roger. You're welcome, Tony. Tony, if you're interested in the Projection Pro Billiards, send me the entire system. Send me a private message if you don't mind. It's either that or you can get a hold of, right there it is, Projection Pro Billiards. Get a hold of Mike Flanagan. That's the guy to talk to. Best customer service. Guy's amazing. There's the shot. 10 points. $43-39. All right, object ball frozen to the rail. Just a smidge of high right. Oh, this looks like a really good start. 10 points on the first shot. And I always give the players the option if they want to practice a little bit more or shoot a little bit more. They're always more than welcome to shoot the second shot. But if you've already got 10 on the board, you can't get any higher than that. All right, first time that Roger has seen his lead slip away. That is 7. So he's got 7 for sure. Got free run at a 10. All right, stays within 6. I'm sorry, within 4. That's the Common Core math, Wisconsin math. All right, this is what inning number 9 looks like. Object ball right by the side pocket. Hang it over the edge and pocket the ball and come 2 rails from behind the zone. So, Mr. Mackey, because you were eating that New York strip steak with Mrs. Provolone, you missed the beginning. We're doing sets 1B in round 1. That's a 7 for Peter. And then for... or the next 15 innings after the break is going to be sets 2A. Man, right through the center and back out again. All right, 7 points for Peter. Good opportunity here for Roger to pull within 1 point. Sit down. 7 points. Let's see if Roger can make the adjustment to get into the center. And this looks really good. Go, 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 go. Almost. 7 points again. Down by 4. All right, inning number 10 coming up. So there are 2 lines there that you see from the object ball to the zone. So it can either go directly into the zone or come off of that rail. Looks simple, but it's not. You got to hit the object ball pretty thin. That is 7 points for Peter on his first attempt. I'm going to show everybody at halftime the players that are remaining in the bracket. Ooh, this looks really good. All right, 10 more points for Peter. Now Roger's going to have to kick it in gear a little bit. Too thick. That is 1 point for Roger. That's what makes this shot so difficult, is you hit it just a little bit too thick without enough left-hand English, and it'll pull itself away from the zone. Seven points. Now he's down by 7. All right, let me show you what this looks like real quick. We've got, out of 16 players, and I'm going to get into it as soon as I set up this next one for the guys, but this started out with 16 players. And after tonight's match, we're going to be down to 8. I'll get back to that in just a second. So in the way this started out, again, this is single elimination, 16 players. And I do a live drawing for the 16-player bracket. And then the players get with their opponents or contact their opponents, schedule, and play their match within 2 weeks. All of them are going to be live streamed. And you can see the bracket up there. On the very bottom is to be determined, which is tonight's match. So those are the remaining players that are going to be going into round 2. All right. Apparently went a little too far there. $10 points for Peter right off the bat. Pressure's on, Roger. What's going on, Pete Beshta? Wow. That is 2 misses for Roger Pregler. So the next round, round 2, or the round of 8, they're going to be playing 2A and 2B. Then, all right, that's 1 point for Peter. So, Don, what you're talking about is in round 3, when we get down to 4 players, they're going to be playing 2B and 3A. So it progressively gets harder and harder and harder. This looks like another 10. Peter is doing his best to run away with this in the first round already. We're only on inning number 12, and if he gets another 10, you're putting the high score in jeopardy. All right, 7 points for Roger. So everybody, if you look at their, it says rating on the scoreboard. Ooh, that one's too hard. That one blew right through the zone. All right, 7 points gives Roger 70, so he is down by an even 20 right now. So we've got inning 13, 14, and 15 left. All right, so the reason I brought up the rating is that's their current Fargo. After the first 15 innings, I guarantee you Don Mackey is going to do the math for me, and we're going to give these guys a stroke zone rating. So, and it's very simple. You take the total of their points and divide it by 15. And the same thing once we're finished tonight is we're going to take their total amount of points and then divide it by 30. And I'll put that bracket back up there in a little bit, and it'll show what everybody's stroke zone rating that has already won their match. All right, this looks like another good adjustment by Peter. $97 already for Peter Source. Jeez. Actually, Roger he's played this maybe 3 or 4 times. I don't even think that many. A lot of pressure. I forgot what the payout for this is. I think it's $800 for first place. Did you get anything on the first one? Did you get anything on the first one? Just 1 point? 1 point? Okay. What's going on, Vincent Trader? Yes, it's going to be sets 2A and 2B for the next round. And believe me, 2A is no picnic. And then it just gets worse and worse, not worse, just progressively more difficult. Am I right, Kim Davenport? All right, 4 points for the first shot for Peter Source. What's going on, Randy Parlick? Looks like Peter is adjusting again. Still 4 points. 101. Roger is now down by 30. He's got to kick it into gear here. Maybe make a big comeback in after the break. All right, that is okay if it bounces off the rail there. All right, 7 points. As long as it goes through the zone on the way in and doesn't hit a rail first and then into the zone, it counts. So that is a total of 7 for Roger. 78-101. All right, this is what layout, or I should say inning, number 15 of 30 looks like. You see the difficulty rating. It is 1 out of 5 stars. And again, there's Kim Davenport's notes. Speed control is maximum on this one. Make the object ball in the corner pocket. Must not scratch if you're going to get the points. This is a tough one. You got to be perfect speed. You're a funny man, Vincent Schrader. What's going on, Fred Renner? Big tournament for you next weekend, buddy. I wish I had the graphic up there. All right, that is only 1 point for Roger again. He has got to kick it in gear. He could potentially be down by almost 40 if Peter can put this in the middle of the zone. And this looks like 7 for sure. 7 points. This looks like a 10 if it doesn't scratch. Beautiful. Great adjustment.
Kim Davenport here. I was asked earlier, how do you score playing stroke zone? First of all, you have to make the object ball or no points are awarded. Make the object ball, you get 1 point. The cue ball travels into the zone and you either get 3, 6, or 9 points. 9 point is my favorite. Let's see what happens. And by the way, we play any part touching. We don't play base of the ball in stroke zone. There you go. Looks like a 10.
Thumper Dan's charter fishing fleet in the Port of Sheboygan is Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader, running the most trips and catching the most fish. Enjoy great fishing for trout and salmon aboard one of our 6 fully equipped modern charter boats with experience and professional crews. See why Thumper Dan's is the most popular name in the industry. We offer fishing.
Kim Davenport for the Pro Billiards Tour. We know tournaments, and it's time for something new. Stroke Zone.
Stroke Zone is an internet-based hub that connects and engages players in pool rooms, sports bars, and residential game rooms. Score points by pocketing a ball before positioning the cue ball in the zone. A fun, exciting billiards format that teaches you the skills your favorite pool players are known for. To learn more and to become a member, visit ProBilliardsTour.com.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are all set for the next 15 innings. Looks like we've so far got a stroke zone rating of... Mike Silber just asked a great question. So the current high score is by Dustin Clark, and he shot 225 out of a potential 300, which gave him a stroke zone rating of 7.5. There's a really good chance that if Peter continues on the path that he has been, I think it's in jeopardy tonight. All right, this one, yep, that counts. 7 points. 118 to 79. I tell you what, even though we've got 15 innings left for Roger to hit, he's got to get 10s here. Otherwise, he is going to be way behind. And this might end up being another upset as well. The Lower Fargo has beaten or kind of been the underdog, and has taken out the favorite in quite a few of these round one matches already. All right, this one must come off the long rail, through the zone, and off the back rail, and back into the zone. All right, that's 7 points, guaranteed for Peter so far. That one's going to come up just a little bit shy of the 10 as well. All right, almost a must-have for Roger already. 7 more points. Peter's 100 points away from tying the all-time score. So if this is your first time joining us, thank you for being here. Again, this is Outer Points Outer Points Productions in conjunction with the Pro Billiards Tour and Projection Pro Billiards. If you've never seen Stroke Zone before, this is a great supplement to either 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball, any other game that you play. It doesn't matter. As you can tell, there's no break, there's no jump cues, there's no safeties, there's no... Everybody gets its equal challenge. Everybody gets to play the exact same shot. A grand total of 120 amateur layouts and then 60 professional layouts, which I'm assuming is probably going to double in size, if not more, over the next couple of years. Mike Flanagan is always dabbling in new things down at Projection Pro Billiards. So look at this. Another 10. Almost dead center, too. Jeez. Peter's putting on a clinic. Indeed, Kim Davenport, no doubt. You see it happen a lot. All right, 7 points for Roger with one more attempt to go. That is dead center. Beautiful. And much needed. So you gained 3 points at least. Oh, this is a fun one. Thin cut into the lower left-hand corner. Come straight down the middle of the table into the zone. That one's going to go a little bit off. Still 7. I'll tell you what, Peter's going to be, if he goes on to win this match, and it sure is looking that way at this point, he's dialed in. He's going to be really tough to beat. And if him and Dustin Clark end up on opposite sides of the bracket, gosh, only knows what's going to happen. All right, 7 points for Peter. 142. Opportunity for Roger to gain another 3 points if possible. All right, the ball just barely falls. All right, he's guaranteed at least a tie for this round. Yeah, that one's going to run too far. All right, 7 points. All right, draw it straight back, but don't draw it into the side. Yeah, that's a bad angle. Let me get over there. There you go. Indeed, Kim. Don't want to pull this one into the pocket. That's 10 points right off the bat. Even Peter looked up here just now. He's like, I don't know what's going on. I'm hitting it well. $10 points again. He is really making Roger work hard for this. All right, had to go check that one out. That was pretty close. 117 to 152. All right, let me show you this again really quick. This is what the bracket looks like. We've got Todd Schmidt, Dustin Clark, Dan Ramstack. Dustin Clark is the one that's got the only 7.5 stroke zone rating right now. So that's the SZR that you see underneath each of their names. Rich Champa, Jason Gibbs. Troy Islandsea ended up with the second highest. He had 209 on Monday night, so he ended up with a 6.8 stroke zone rating. Dan Ramstack did really well as well. I think he had 204 for a 6.7. And again, tonight's winner is going to fill up that last spot in the bottom of the bracket. And then we're going to do a redraw, like we always do. All right. Inning number 21 of 30. This is got to make both balls. The one in the top side, the two in the bottom side, and try to keep the cue ball in the middle of the zone. I love this shot, Kim Davenport. This is one of my favorites. And down she goes. Let's watch that on instant replay. Man, doesn't get any better. Well, okay, I lied. It gets better. Let's watch this one. Check this out. Beautiful. Right down the middle of the tangent line. Center of the pocket. Center of the zone. Huge. Much needed, too. All right. Stop shot in the center of the zone. Pocket the object ball in the side. Pretty simple. I expect both players to be getting a 10 here, without question. There's the commentator's curse if I've ever heard one. That's 10. That is also 10. Well, that was easy. Let's go to the next one right away. So, immediately following tonight's match of Stroke Zone, instead of doing the redraw, we have the very first, we're going to shut everything down, but if you're already here and you're interested in watching the Knockout Challenge 1.3, the very first round in the round of 16, or round 3, is coming up immediately following this match. So we're going to be here for a while tonight. All right, this looks like 7 points for sure for Peter Source. We've got Dustin Lose and Brad Royce are going to be playing tonight. $8,000 up for grabs. That's just first place. All right, 7 points. Total of 179 to 137. Roger is down by 42 points. I don't know if that's insurmountable at this. So I had the privilege of talking to Rick Chamberlain and Tim Arbruster. You see them both in the chat earlier on Monday night. And they were down excuse me, Tim, what was the name of the place that you guys were at again? Ooh, that's not going to help Roger at all. That is 1 point only. Ouch. But they had 20 guys down at one of the local, I think they had 4 tables. And Rick Chamberlain brought in his makeshift system, if you will, projection. It's a presentation system, if you will. And hang on. We'll get the next one up for the players. And they had 20 guys playing it. And what Tim Armbruster just said, that's the fun of this game. It is so addicting because, and for me especially, I found myself every time I play it, I have that mental self-talk. You know, I'm like, I know I can do better. I know I can do better. I know I can do better. And you keep trying them over and over and over again. That's what makes your game better. That's what this game is designed for. 7 points for Peter. Yeah, we should put a warning label on it. Very addicting. Well, and there's so much more to come, too. You know, that's the best part of it is, I mean, Mike Flanagan's a young guy and very creative, whereas myself and, you know, nothing personal, Don Mackey or Kim Davenport, but we're in the aged bracket. 186 for Peter Source, 40 points away from breaking the record. Jeez. And Roger is in peril. There's a lot more things coming through Projection Pro Billiards. It's exciting times for any kind of training system in pool. And the best part of this, having it here at the Varsity Club, Matt Strong is not only one of our tournament directors, but he is the pool room manager as well. Gives a lot of lessons and is constantly busy. All right, 4 points. 142 to 186. Yikes. But we want to use this for all the juniors that come in for lessons. What a great way to teach basics. You know, once they get the fundamentals of the stroke and everything else, now, as every good pool player knows, it's controlling the white one. Tim Armbruster, how old are you? I'm just kind of getting kind of a comparison between yourself and Don Mackey and Kim Davenport. Another 10. Nice. $196 already. And he got 5 innings to go. 63, Tim. Well, you should be proud of yourself, man. You don't look a day over 62. Get in that 10. Come on. Come on. Come on. 7 points.
Kim Davenport here. I was asked earlier, how do you score playing stroke zone? First of all, you have to make the object ball or no points are awarded. Make the object ball, you get 1 point. The cue ball travels into the zone and you either get 3, 6, or 9 points. 9 point is my favorite. Let's see what happens. And by the way, we play any part touching. We don't play base of the ball in stroke zone. There you go. Looks like a 10.
What's going on, Trevor Simpson? Don't you have league on Wednesdays? Somebody has league. Oh, I know. Chris Green has league on Wednesdays. I know that. Look at this. Right down the center. 7 points already. And I think, yeah, that is going to close it out already. With 5 innings to go, Roger can no longer catch Peter. Guaranteed 203 at this point with 4 innings to go. And this might be another 10. Oh, 7 points. 203 it is. Yeah, Trevor, 7.84 right now. That's insane. Yes, 100% Don Mackey. And the guys, that's the cool thing about it. They can practice this at home, or if a friend has it, they can practice all of the entire set before the match. I'm messing with Peter out there. He's like, this is the one shot that Mike Flanagan has set up where it's either left-handed or right-handed. So, given that Peter is left-handed, that one right out of the zone, 1 point. You know, given the fact, Don, that they can practice, I think I'm going to have to throw a wrench in their look at this. Look at this. 7 points on one of the hardest shots in the entire 120 layouts. 210. Don, I think I'm going to have to mix it up on these guys so they can't practice. Although, you think about it, if they're playing 8-ball or 9-ball or 10-ball, you know, all players have the ability to practice however much they want. So let them have at it. Let's see if they can break the game. Three innings left. And this is an opportunity, again. Peter only needs 16 points to break the current record. And that one's going to enter the zone before hitting the rail. One point. So if you're asking why, that is because the cue ball did not hit the rail prior to going into the zone in the upper right-hand corner of the zone. Got to be hit a little bit. This is the right. A little bit harder, and he's got it. 1 point. Kim, I don't know if anybody's going to get 300. There's how you hit the shot. Beautiful. Roger Pregler with a 10. All right, let's get inside the hub real quick and show you what shot number 29 of 30 looks like. There's what the players are about to see. Similar to the last one, but not quite. Oops, wrong one. There it is. Yeah, I agree, Trevor. That one's tough. This one is no picnic either. I actually like this shot. This is one of my favorites in this set. Nope, through the zone first. Kim, did that count? Don Mackey, did that count? I can't wait to hear the answers. I already know what the answer is, but. $7 points for Roger Pregler. Yes, sir, it did. Even though it crossed through a piece of the zone, it went behind it and 2 rails and entered the zone from behind. Look at this tangent. Ooh, that's going to miss the other. Nope, does not count. He is so close to breaking the record. Come on. He has to either get a 10 here or 7. Minimum of 7. Minimum of 7. Get in there. Get in there. We got 10 points for Peter Source. All right, last shot, last inning. Peter needs 4 points to tie the all-time record. And I guarantee you it's not going to be broken in the next or the rest of this tournament. There's no way. Because set 2B after this is quite the challenge. Uh-oh. That is 0 points. So he must pocket the ball and get it in the white part of the zone to break the record. Pressure's on. What's going on, Timberwolf? Oh, no. 221 it stands at. Did not even pocket one of the balls. Pressure was on. It's a tough shot. Yes, no doubt, Trevor. No doubt. Follow to force it to the rail. And that is a miss as well. Would have got 10 points if the had gone in. All right. I'm going to turn up those lights real quick. Well, that's the wrong booth cam, but oh well. Thank you, everybody, as always, for joining me in the Stroke Zone studio. And it's funny because the Stroke Zone studio looks exactly like the Knockout Challenge studio, which is kind of weird, which is coming up immediately following tonight's match. So, as always, we got these people to thank. Mr. Don Mackey and Kim Davenport, who you have seen in the chat all night long. Thank you guys for tuning in. And again, this is a sanctioned event by the Pro Billiards Tour. And welcome everybody, or thank you very much, everybody, from the Pro Billiards Tour YouTube page. I know we're dual streaming to that as well tonight, as we will for the remaining, let's see, we've got 7 matches yet before the end. As well as these fine folks down at Projection Pro Billiards. It is Tom Flanagan and Mike Flanagan. They are probably at home playing along with the competitors tonight because they do it all the time. Thanks for everything all of you guys do. And on behalf of myself, Little Cheddar here at Outer Points Productions, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to the Stroke Zone Challenge here at the Varsity Club. And, of course, we do have a whole lot of other people that I need to thank very quick, and that's who they are right there. All right, everyone, enjoy the rest of your evening if you are not coming back to join me for the KO 1.3, round number 3, match number 1, as a matter of fact. So we'll see you the next time if we don't see you in a couple of minutes. Have a good night, everybody.